So, welcome to Spiritually Kinky, where this is the playground for your wild soul and untamed truth. I'm Dustin, your guide on this delicious adventure where we're going to ditch the rules, melt the masks, and remember how powerful it is to be fully seen, deeply felt, and wildly free. Around here, we talk pleasure, power, and the path of awakening with a wink and a whip of wisdom. I just love saying that. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about becoming the superconscious creator and the art of building trust in relationships. So, have you ever felt like you're trying to connect with others while speaking two completely different languages? Like, no matter how hard you explain, you're just not being heard. Or maybe you're longing to be seen, but you're terrified of what might happen if somebody actually does see all of you. What if the key trust with it isn't about fixing the relationship, but about trusting yourself first? What if you're not broken at all, just disconnected from the creator within you? So, becoming the superconscious creator you were born to be. Let's be real. Most of us are running on autopilot, caught in patterns we didn't choose, playing roles based on an outdated identity that doesn't even belong to us really anymore. But here's the shift. You are not your past, and you can choose to become the youngest version of your future self. But you have to be willing to stop being the oldest version of your past self. You are the energy, the intelligence, and love in motion that lives deep within your bones and blood. And when you choose to direct your choice, focus, and flow, you become the primary creator in your life. And this is the shift from being a victim of circumstance to becoming the artist of reality. So, to begin with, let's talk about choosing from a place of true choice, right? Because if we're coming from a place of choosing because we're not it, and we think that the thing that we want to create is going to change us, to better us, to fix us, or to improve us, we are creating from the not it identity, and we're creating from a negative vision when we're creating from what we don't want. So we have to learn the foundations of a true choice. And I'm going to share with you the true choices that I align with every single morning. And that's, I choose to live my true nature and purpose. I choose to be the primary creative force in my life. I am not the only creator in my life, and I allow all others to do the same. I choose health and vitality, and I choose to create a life that I love. Now, here's the thing, is when we start aligning with these true choices, what comes up so quick is, what contracts of suffering have I unconsciously signed? Because all of the resistance and the reasons and the stories and the beliefs and the instructions and all of that is going to come up when you start to orientate from the identity of creator from a place of true choice. You know how they always talk about being your authentic self, which I always thought was complete crap, honestly, because nobody ever, be your authentic self, just be you. But what the hell does that mean, right? They didn't follow it up. And that really means embodying who you really are. And who you are is the creative force within. And you get to consciously choose. Remember in the last episode, we talked about your three most innate superpowers of choice, focus, and flow. Here's where it comes into play, right? You get to choose. And there is no reason of why you can't choose what you want to choose, because your creations do not change you. And what we need to understand is that we can choose to be the cancer patient, or we can choose to be the doctor. They both exist because of each other, and it's just a choice. One isn't better than the other. So you get to choose. But here's the thing, is human beings really suck at making choices because we make choices from untrue places all the time. So that's why these 4 true choices are really important to align to every morning so that you maintain control over your conscious choice and your focus so that you can create in a flowing structure rather than creating in the problem structure. So, how do we bridge this connection in ourselves? So, how I did this and how I started off was creating vision, using value as stepping stones to build trust, to build love, and to build the practice of letting go in my life. Because the truth is that when I was living in and working in corporate America, in survival mode, and I was creating 100% from my wounds. And when I asked myself questions like, did I feel connected to myself? Was I walking in value? And what was the vision I was trying to create? I didn't know. And I know working with a lot of clients that they don't know either. And that's okay. Nobody taught you. But here's the thing, and here's why we're here. And here's why I believe that walking in value works so well is because when we put value in front of our choices, right, we're walking in the way of our true alignment. So if you're sitting in a place where you don't have trust with yourself, you can rest assured that trust isn't a magical feeling, right? It's a structure that we can build by our actions and our consistency. Because here's the thing is our actions is the highest form of communication. So if you say that you want something, but you don't take the action to go after it, the truth is that you are still choosing and you are sending silent instructions to your unconscious because your unconscious is always listening. You are sending silent instructions that you really don't care all that much. So if you've come to a place where you don't know what value to walk in, you're not walking in any value, and you want to start creating a vision from your true place, your true voice that lives within the space between heartbeats, I've got the perfect bridge. And this actually wasn't a bridge that I built, and I don't think it was a bridge that Brené Brown built, but I learned it from her, and it's a braving bridge. And this is perfect for taking those practical, magical steps that actually help us build self-trust in ourselves. Because the truth is about relationships, and when we're building trust, and we're building faith, and we're choosing to step forward in a direction where we're willing to give up the need to know how and move forward anyway, right? We can move forward step by step and stone by stone. So these 7 pillars, and we're going to take a deep dive into these. So I'm just bringing them up now, and we're going to dive really deep into them in the next episode. Boundaries, reliability, accountability, vault, which really means confidentiality, integrity, non-judgment, and generosity. These aren't just nice ideas. These are bricks. And you lay them down one by one with each act of presence, honesty, and aligned action. And when practiced with self first, they literally become a magnetic field of connection. So we must also ask, as we move forward in this new way, are we willing to let go of the labels that divide us? Are we willing to let go of the labels that have defined us? And what if our new favorite label was creator? So let me ask you a question. What old identity are you ready to lay down? And what would it feel like to trust yourself so deeply that others naturally begin to trust you too? Because you are walking in the way of your value. When we create real connection from wholeness, we connect differently. We connect differently when we're whole. There's no more performing, no more pleasing, no more fit or proving. It's exhausting. From this place, communication becomes clearer. We listen with the right ears. We feel what's really being said beneath the words. And guess what? We invite others to do the same. We create from wholeness. We co-create partnerships in life, in love, in mission. Are you ready to receive in a way that you have never received before? Because this is your invitation to walk forward as the youngest version of your future self, to drop the contracts, the old contracts, to lay down new foundations, to step boldly into your role as a superconscious creator. Embodying your voice, because your voice matters and your values are sacred and your vision is worthy of being made real. Listen, my friends, you are not broken. You are not here to fix the past. You're here to create the future. And baby, let me just remind you, you were born to build something beautiful. So as we wrap up today's episode, I encourage you to try on these true choices and see what comes up for you. Because what's in the way is the way. And that resistance is what's getting in the way. But here's the good news, is that with intentional choosing, focus, practice, and play, you can redesign your future identity, embodied and empowered by your vision, however you choose. It does not have to be loud and extravagant. It can be simple. It can be anything as long as it's truly yours. You get to claim it. And if you liked this episode, make sure you hit the follow and like and subscribe button and do all the things and leave us a comment about what your favorite part was. And remember that softness is a choice, pleasure is a choice, and it's yours for the choosing, babe. So stay spiritually kinky, my friends. I'll see you on the next episode.